Hey Lash Babes, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Yoyis, and on my channel, I teach you everything you need to know about lash extensions and how to have a successful lash business. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about specialty curls. So by specialty curls, I mean like an M, L, LC, and LD. I know as a beginner, it can be very confusing trying to learn all these types of curls, and as a beginner I recommend to stick with using your basic curls, which would be like a C, CC, or a D curl. When you start jumping into specialty curls, it takes a little more practice, a little more getting used to, but once you get the hang of it, you are going to love these type of curls. So when it comes to specialty curls, we are technically using them to create a special type of look. So I know that the fox eye or the eyeliner look is very trendy right now, and a bunch of girls like this look, and honestly it's such a beautiful type of style if you know how to do it correctly. I do have a couple of videos here on my YouTube channel talking about these type of curls. I believe I did 2 videos using the L curl, so if you're interested, then go check them out. I was using a different type of brand for that video, but I'm so happy to announce that I have my own specialty curl collection. It is called the Designer Collection. The packaging alone is so beautiful. Oh my goodness, I don't think I've talked about them here on my channel. Okay, so for my designer collection, the reason why I decided to name it Designer Collection is because they are designer lashes. Not that many people do or call themselves a designer. Not only are we artists creating art, why did it get so dark all of a sudden? Is it just me? Sorry guys, I've been struggling with my lighting for a while now and I cannot seem to figure out why it keeps changing up on me. But the reason, like I was saying, the reason why I decided to name my L curl collection the Designer Collection is because using specialty curls brings out this creativity within you, and you end up going from a lash artist or an artist to a designer now, because now we're designing art. We are specially designing each style and each set for each one of our clients. So yeah, why not call yourself a designer, right? So not only that, the packaging is super cute. I put a special little quote on here for you guys. So it says, "The worst enemy to creativity is self-doubt. Remember, you're the artist, so trust yourself and your skills will shine through." So remember that it's not just about putting extensions on somebody's eye. You are literally designing a set that specifically matches your client's eye and actually makes them look more beautiful than looking like they got spiders on their eyes. We don't want that. We want beautiful lashes that complement our clients, right? So remember, you're a designer, you're an artist, and we are creating art. So when it comes to dealing with L curl types of lashes, I know I'm going to get questions on, well, who qualifies for using L curl lashes and who I should not be putting L curl lashes. Okay, these are very good questions. We got to think outside the box when we are dealing with L curl lashes, because as a beginner, we are taught to use the basic curls, which are your C and D curl, right? And I know that's what I was taught with all my students. I teach them with a C and D curls, even CC sometimes, but those are your basic curls. And when you get comfortable using those kind of curls, you can be limited by your skills, right? So when we are jumping into using specialty curl lashes, now we are challenging ourselves. Now we are able to create different styles unique to our clients' eyes, right? So yes, everybody qualifies to use these types of lashes. Okay, correction. Not everybody, because there is one specific person that will not qualify to use an L curl type of lash. And that would be your clients with really, really curly lashes that kind of are just all over the place, or clients' lashes who curl all the way in. So I wouldn't use these type of lashes on somebody like that. I would stick to using your basic C or a D curl. So somebody who qualifies for these type of lashes is someone who has very straight natural lashes, or somebody whose lashes point straight down. I would consider mainly everybody qualifies for these type of lashes except your curly lashes type of girls. So just remember that these lashes would look beautiful on everybody because, again, depending on the type of curl and the type of style you're going for, it's such a beautiful flattering type of curl. So say you are somebody that strictly uses D curl. You love the way that D curl looks, but you have been noticing that your retention is kind of off. You can't for the life of you seem to bond that D curl perfectly to those natural lashes. Then it can be that D curl is not for everybody. And I know it's kind of like, it's such a bummer to think that D curl is not for everybody, right? But if you were to really think about it, D curl is such a hard curl as a beginner to be playing around with because it has a very precise curl, meaning that it starts to curl right at the base and it curls up. C curl is a little more relaxed, so it actually has a bigger bond area and then it starts to curl up. So the base is a little more relaxed. You actually have a wider bonding area with the C curl compared to a D curl because D curl actually starts to lift off right at the base. And I'm actually going to show you guys once I get into a little more close up on my lashes here. So say again you are struggling bonding that D curl and you really want to be using D curls, but you can't seem to get that bond perfectly. It's all about the wrist movement. It's the way you come in. But if you're still struggling, then I recommend to opt out for using an LD curl. Because when we are dealing with L curls, the base, it's always going to be flat. So no matter if you're using an L, LC, or an LD, the base is flat and then it's going to come up at an angle. So M curl kind of qualifies as one of these kind of curls, but the angle is a little bit different. So the L curl kind of comes at an angle, so it does look like an L, and an M is a little more straight. I actually think the M should be an L. I don't know. It's kind of different. The curls are a little weird. But yes, the L curl is always going to come at a very straight line. And I'm actually going to do a zoom up for you guys so you guys can see. So the LD curl also has the same base, meaning that it's flat. The only difference is that it still has the same curl as a regular D curl would. So the LC curl, again, has the same flat base like an L, but it comes curled like a C. So again, the reason why they're called LD or LC is because they have that flat base like an L curl. The only difference is that it still has that same curl like a regular C or a D would, right? Okay, so now that we clarified the difference between all of them, I'm going to jump into showing you up close what they really look like. That way you guys can see exactly what it is that I'm talking about. Okay, so this is my designer collection up close. And the box itself is so pretty. I am so happy the way that this turned out. It comes with 14 rows and it starts with the length 7 all the way up to 16 millimeter. And as you can see, it still has that D curl look that we all love. The only difference is that the base is very flat. So you are actually going to get a better attachment with this type of curl compared to your regular D curl. So this one right here is the L curl, and the L curl is a very particular look. As you can see, it has no type of curl. It's just straight up, and I love this type of lash to be able to use for like a very extreme eyeliner or a fox eye look. It's so beautiful, especially when you're working with like the really short lengths from like 7 to like 13 or 14 on the outer corners. It just looks so gorgeous. So yes, it has a very particular look, as you can see. look at the bases, look how flat they are. So again, the LC and LD have that same exact base. The only difference is that they actually have a curl compared to like your L. It's just very flat all throughout. So as you can see, this one is your LC, so it still has that very flat base, but it has that curl of a C curl. Okay, so now as you can see, we have your basic D curl. So right here, I have 0.05 and 0.03. Then I have my 0.03 in C curl right here, so it's a little more relaxed. It actually starts, it has a very more relaxed base, and then it starts to curl right about this area right here. So a D curl actually starts to curl right at the base, and it's already coming like at an angle, so it's already very curly starting right off at the base. So compare your D curl to your C curl. This one is always going to get a better attachment. I'm not saying D curl does not get a good attachment. You just have to make sure you really get in there and fully bond that extension, because it does have a smaller attachment area. I'm not saying you can't, because you obviously can. It just takes a little more skill, a little more patience to be able to master using D curl. So when you are using your specialty curls, as you can see right here, we have your L curls. So it does have a very flat base, as you can see, and then it comes at an angle. So something like this, again, is beautiful for that eyeliner fox eye look. I am obsessed with L curls. So I should be doing a lot more sets using this type of curl, because again, it's such a beautiful curl. Something like this will look beautiful on somebody that has almond shaped eyes. It just looks so flattering on them. Just love this curl. So, okay, you can see that we have the C curl right here and then the D curl. So these are LC and LD, actually LC and LD. And as you can see, they have the same flat base as a regular L curl does. The only difference is that now it comes at the curl of your basic C curl. So this is why it's considered an LC, because of the shape of the actual lash. So your LD, again, it comes at a flat base and then it starts to curl up, giving you that same curly look compared to your D curl. So now I'm going to fan all of them out and I'm going to show you the difference, okay? Okay, so I'm going to show you guys what an LD looks like. Well, I'm actually going to show you what all of them look like. But we're going to start off with an LD because it's the first one here. So my specialty curls are in 0.03, so that means I could create bigger fans. With 0.03, it's such a versatile lash, meaning that you can create smaller fans if you want or thicker fans if you want. So I'm actually going to be using my shimmy technique. This is a way that I like to make my fans. If you prefer to pinch, then go ahead. Okay, so as you can see, the base is very, very flat, and the curl still looks like a D curl. But now this just means that it has a wider grip areas because the base is very, very flat. Now I'm able to come in and place that extension a lot better. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing with a C curl. Okay, so as you can see, it still has that very flat base, but gives you the curl of a C. So again, you're going to be able to place this extension a lot better than you would compared to a regular C curl. Okay, with an L curl, I'm going to actually pick it up a little bit higher. So as you can see, I'm picking up all my lashes a little bit higher. That way it gives me enough wiggle room to be able to fan them out and work with the base. Okay. So as you can see, so it does have a very flat base and a very flat curl. And something like this, again, is perfect to achieve that eyeliner look. and the base again is very flat, so you're gonna get that perfect attachment every time. Okay, so as you can see, now that they're flat, this is your basic L curl. It has a very flat base and a flat curl. Then we have your LD curl. So this is again flat base like an L curl, except for the only difference is that it comes at a curl, just like a D curl. Then we have your LC. So again, very flat base, but with the same curl as your basic C curl. So now I'm going to show you guys the difference between a regular C curl and an LC, and a regular D curl and an LD curl. Okay, so as you can see, your basic C curl has no flat base, but it still has that perfect attachment. So it's not as flat as an LC, but it still has a more relaxed base compared to your D curl. Okay, so if you were to take a look at your basic C curl, you see how it has really defined curl. The base, it still gives you a lot of wiggle room to be able to attach that extension, but compared to your L curl, it still gives you that same curl as a C, except for the difference is the base. So if you were to ask me which one would get a better attachment, it would always be the LC, but just because the C curl does have a more relaxed base, you're still going to be able to get that attachment regardless. Okay, so as you can see, the D curl always has a very defined curl. So as you can see, it starts to curl up right at the base. So something like this, you are going to struggle a little bit more when it comes to achieving that perfect attachment. So as you can see, compared to an LD curl, a D curl has a very defined, like as you can see, it starts to curve up and it has that almost U-shape curl. Compared to your LD, again, the base is very flat, so you're going to be able to attach it a lot better right at the base, and it still gives you that very defined curl that we want, just like your D curl. Okay, they all have very distinct curls, and each curl is always going to give you a different look, but it all depends on the attachment. You want good retention, so we're going to focus on the attachment or the placement area. So I hope this video made sense, and I hope that the curls made a lot more sense now that I made them into fans, and you're fully able to really picture and see how each one looks. So I hope you found this video very helpful. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe and go join my Yoyis Plus membership. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.